Organize march to voice concerns over AB Capstone's luxury development project. Ridgewood community members say no to predatory landlord practices and inequitable development. As the Queens housing market continues to thrive and investment property sales steadily grow in neighborhoods such as Ridgewood, this leaves a real fear of displacement that is every day becoming all too real. Ridgewood is now facing an influx of more luxury developments with no affordable units, and in the last 5 years has seen a spike in rent prices that has left many families and individuals with no other decision other than to leave the neighborhood.
Defeated! Ridgewood United will never be 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 defeated!
Ha vivido en la propiedad por 25 años. Hoy el dueño, de la situación que está pasando con el gobierno, con la excusa de que quiere unir su apartamento, quiere que me vaya. Después de 25 años de estar pagando la renta.
So Hector's been living in his rent-stabilized apartment for 25 years now, and the owner, who's kept 4 units empty and lives right across from him, is now wanting his apartment.
No? Okay. So Hector's been talking about the situation in this building. He's been living here 25 years. So Hector's been fighting this case in housing court for over a year now. And back a year ago when I first met him. So a year ago when I first met him and his wife and his 2 kids were really scared that they'd have to leave their apartment of a long, long time, and so I connected them with the Legal Aid Society. So thank you all for coming and supporting me in my fight, stay in my apartment, and may God bless us all. So I'm going to start. and none of it is being built for this community, right? And when developers come to Ridgewood to build these luxury buildings, it impacts the surrounding neighborhood. Other people, other landlords will take notice and will say, well, they're charging, you know, really high rents, let me do the same. And this is how displacement occurs. And this is how people lose their apartments. And this is how the community, this working class community that we've all built, is destroyed. And the only way we can prevent that from happening is if we come together and grow stronger community, like Hilda said earlier on today. That is the only way we can do that. So developers like AB Capstone, who have a lot of money, they need to understand that we know what is taking place in our community. We know that they don't have the interest of the community in mind when they create buildings like this, right? And so what are we going to tell AB Capstone? What are we going to tell them? Ridgewood? Not for sale. Ridgewood? Not for sale. Ridgewood? Not for sale. Ridgewood? Not for sale. Ridgewood is a community, not a commodity. Ridgewood's a community, not a commodity. Ridgewood's a community, not a commodity. Ridgewood's a community, not a commodity. So, what do you guys think about AB Capstone and developers like them? Should we welcome them in our community? No. Should they build affordable housing units? Yes. Unfortunately, in this area, they don't have to get any special variances. This construction project is as of right, so it means they don't have to ask for any special permission to build the 17-story luxury building that they're going to build, right? And so this is going to be the highest building we've seen so far in Ridgewood, and it's really going to impact the fabric of this community. Folks like Gary from the community board, I know many of you know him, Ted Renz from the Business Improvement District, and Paul Kirshner from the Civic and Homeowners Association, they've done a really great job of creating a community that's strong, that's powerful. But unfortunately, we have to take it a step further, right? We have to take it a step further and say that developers such as AB Capstone can't just build whatever they want in our communities and displace us, right? And so, again, we're going to say to AB Capstone, Ridgewood, not for sale. Ridgewood, it's not for sale. Ridgewood, it's not for sale. Ridgewood, it's not for sale. Because Ridgewood's a community, not a commodity. 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 When tenants' rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When tenants' rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. When tenants' rights are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back. So I need all of you here to promise your neighbors, to promise us that you're going to stand up and fight back. Who's going to do that? We need to create a community where we know who our neighbors are, right? When you know that your neighbor is going through some issue, when they're being harassed by their landlord, when they've just told you that their rent went up by $100, help them out, listen to them, right? Get them in touch with the Ridgewood Tenants Union, with the community board, with other groups here in the neighborhood, with legal services. Let them know that there is someone that cares, because many people are fearful of fighting and pushing back against their landlord. It's a very scary thing to do. I've met many tenants who just don't want to deal with the harassment, and so they just give up, right? So we have to build a stronger community where we know who our neighbors are and we care about them, right? It's the only way that we can make this happen. And now, with a Trump presidency, we need to step up our game and work even stronger to create a really, really strong community so that we, in 5-10 years, are still here fighting, right? And so that we create a Ridgewood that is livable for everyone and that no one gets left behind, right? Woo! So, going to spread the word about the work that groups like the Ridgewood Tenants Union is doing. There are groups all over the city. There's the Brooklyn Action Network. Where's Michael? Michael, where are you? Oh, here. Do you want to come and say something about the Brooklyn Action Network?
I want to thank you guys for coming out on this relatively nice but very early Saturday morning. We do this not to just pound the streets, but we do this to make sure that whatever's happening in people's homes, they know that if they want to turn to us, we're there to support them. So my name is Michael Higgins Jr. I'm an organizer and a part of the Brooklyn Anti-Gentrification Network. And so Brooklyn is here, and Brooklyn is here standing in solidarity of our neighbors in Queens. We're right near the border with Brooklyn, and we know that what's happening over in Bushwick and over in numerous neighborhoods in Brooklyn is also creeping into Queens. So please know that we're here to support you, and we hope to see you around, and we hope to continue fighting.
And how do you get in touch with the Brooklyn Action Network?
Okay, so if anyone would like to learn more about the Brooklyn Anti-Gentrification Network, we do have a website, bangentrification.org. We're on Facebook. We also have Twitter, Ban Gentrifying. Thank you for coming.
That too. So we want to open up the space to anyone that wants to say something about Ridgewood and the lack of affordable housing in the neighborhood. Does anyone want to do that? Here's Jenny.
Hi, you guys. My name is Jenny Dubnow. I live in Queens, Jackson Heights, and I want to ask a question. How many of you guys are artists? Not all artists want to be gentrifiers. A lot of us want to push back against our role. We're always used to help push out people in the community. And a lot of us are starting to come together. We're rising up, and we really want to stand with you guys, as we're all victims of displacement together. I work with a group called the Artist Studio Affordability Project, and I think we're going to do a lot more working together. There's also community plans, anti-rezoning plans that are happening in Long Island City, in Astoria. It's starting in Woodside. We have to come up with our own plan. These rezoning plans from the mayor are destroying communities from Brooklyn to Queens to Bronx, and we need to stand up against them. So we're just beginning to fight back and push back against this displacement that's happening. This is such a great march. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Jenny. Jenny's awesome. Does anyone want to say anything else? Yes.
Yes. Sorry. This on?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
There you go.
So I am Grinch. So I'm here today, thank you to the folks in Brooklyn, and I want to thank Ridgewood for, stepping up to the plate. So I'm Ann Grinch. I represent Occupy Wall Street. We serve the 99%, and also Occupy and People Power Assembly. With our group, for people's struggles to make ends meet. So there's a lack of affordable housing and a lack of community land trust. But not just also in Brooklyn, but also spread to neighborhoods affected by Sandy. And now it's spread to Queens, the next is ahead for the Bronx. So we're going to have an Occupy Housing Forum, which is coming up sometime January or February. If you have, because I have a sign-in sheet, if you want to be joined our list, so we can be in touch with everybody. So remember, we meet every Friday at 7 p.m. In front of 60 Wall Street in New York City. That's in the financial district downtown Manhattan. In the PBA meeting, we meet every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the second floor, 147 West 24th Street. That's between 6th and 7th Avenues in the heart of Chelsea. So we have sign-in seats, we have flyers, so if you want to be joined in the list of what we're doing, this is the flyer we got. So there's a sign-in sheet that I will, that everybody wants to sign in, so we can keep in touch.
Thank you, Courage. So where is Mario?
Mario, where are you?
Mario's right here.
Want to come and say a few words, please? Mario's the most amazing, the strongest fighter I know.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mario. I gotta press right. Yes, my name is Mario Ukele. I came from South America, Ecuador.
Oh, I mean, sorry. Just so everyone here, I just want everyone to hear what Mario has to say.
Yeah.
So let's. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I came from South America, Ecuador, 1969, and I used to live in Chelsea Conditional Housing in Manhattan. So at one point I got a problem with my landlord. He sent me a letter. So he says, Mario, you have to move out because I'm going to demolish the building and make new buildings. So I got scared. I went to Chelsea Conditional Housing, which is a very nice place. We have meeting every Thursday down in the basement, and they helped me out. Since they helped me out, I was volunteer for 20 years to help other people. But now it's a different story. Manhattan is just, in 10, 20 years from now, it's going to be just for rich people, okay? So, I have a lot of experience, and I met Raquel. I think we should give him a hand to Raquel. She's doing a very good job. So she called me, and I explained to her my experience in Chelsea Coalition Housing. And we saved a lot of apartments for family workers. Okay, they're still there. Sometimes I go down and, you know, they love me. I don't know why, but they still love me. So what I'm saying to you is we're not going to move from Ridgewood. I love Ridgewood. I'm here 7 years in 5910 Summerfield Street. This is the community place, and we're not going to move from here. It's not going to happen. Couple hours, we're here, we know each other, and you know, we gotta work together. Family, we have to stick together, okay? So better future for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mario. Mario's awesome. Does anyone want to speak? Kevin, do you want to say a few words?
Sure. All right, Kevin.
Hi everyone, my name's Kevin Verrill. I've been here about 3 years in Ridgewood.
In my old apartment!
In Raquel's old apartment. I am currently a law student, and like a lot of the speakers at the beginning said, whether or not you have a community organization or you have lawyers on your side, the cards are stacked against you, and so a lot of the pressure needs to be focused on not just the developers to say we don't want you here, but also these landlords, these politicians who get money from them and are just as crooked as these developers. And so, you know, I am at CUNY School of Law, where we care about law in the service of human needs, and so for the most part, like, I am just invigorated to see that, like, we should be focusing on the folks who are most affected by gentrification, not like, you know, propping up lawyers or whatever. We should be behind you all, pushing and fighting and reminding you that we aren't alone in this, and we're all residents and we're all affected in many of the same ways. And so just like look out for your neighbors, because at the end of the day, if we're not doing it, who is?